But also Rose Tully there, former president of the National Parents Council, and the Irish League of Credit Unions have done their survey. 1,200 quid or so for a primary child, and about over 13 for secondary. And the secondary has actually come down slightly, but still very expensive to come up with all that money per child. 087 77 11 103. It seems only a couple of years, and it probably is, that we spoke to Rory Cannan, who had been just appointed principal of Greystones Community National School. We also spoke to Patricia O'Brien from the overseeing body of Cllr and Wicklow for education, and they were all very excited about getting their school underway. But now they've run into a bit of difficulty with space for the classroom. Those two names I mentioned are unavailable in the summertime, but let's talk to Jennifer Whitmore, who's actually on the board of the school, and of course she is a Social Democrats councillor in Greystones. Jennifer, good morning.
Morning, Declan. How are you?
Okay, thank you. Tell us about your experience with the school generally, first of all, from its inception and up to the current difficulty.
Yeah, I think when I first moved to Greystones, the number and the lack of school places for primary school children was one of the major issues in the area. In fact, it impacted on my own family. It was one of the things that was constantly in the news and constantly parents were talking about. So it was great to be able to work with the community to try get this new primary school into the area. And it's in now. It's in temporary accommodation in the rugby club. And it's a fantastic little school. There's junior and senior infants classes in there now, and this will be the first year that we'll have first class in the school. So it's a very exciting thing to have in the area. A brand new school with a new way, I suppose, of educating and teaching our children. It's a very inclusive school, and you'll know yourself from talking to Rory. He's an excellent principal. So it's great to be a member of the board. In fact, I'm the chair of the board of the school, and to be in at this point where I suppose there's so much potential for the school to grow and become a major part of the community in the area.
And what's the facilities like? Because you mentioned there you're using the rugby club. So what have you got for classrooms?
So at the moment, we're using the grounds of the rugby club. There's a number of porch cabins there that are essentially act as the classrooms. Now, when you use the word porch cabins, you can sort of think of sort of buildings nearly, but these porch cabins are very, very high quality, and they make fantastic classrooms for the kids. Now, it is a temporary situation because we are planning permission for the new school is actually with Wicklow County Council at the moment, and the department have agreed that this will be a rapid build programme, so we would hope that will be built in 2018. But in the interim period, we do have a number of porch cabins that are in the rugby club school grounds, but they're working very, very well, and the kids have there's plenty of green space for them to play on there as well, so it is working well at the moment.
Right. Now, the Irish Independent are reporting that the bar in the rugby club might be used.
So I suppose the situation is at the moment that we have to expand, so there's another 2 porch cabins needed to accommodate the children coming in September, and that is in the planning process at the moment as well. The department has applied for planning permission for those 2 porch cabins. Unfortunately, they won't be in time for September, so one of the proposals was that one class be taught in the function room of the rugby club, just for a month or 2 until the planning permission and the new porch cabins are put on site.
And how do the parents feel about all that?
Some of the parents are concerned about that. I suppose it's not an ideal situation, and we recognise that, and we've spoken with them, and we're seeing if there's alternatives to it. We're seeing if we can get a sort of further temporary porch cabins put in place, or if there's any other locations that we can accommodate the children. So we're at the moment trying to resolve that issue, and there's a lot of work going on in the background to get that sorted. So I'm hoping that will be sorted for September.
And the plan for the school is that it will expand, presumably, with extra classes year by year.
Yeah, well, I mean, we have planning permission for a 3-stream school in at the moment with Wicklow County Council. I think the end of August a decision is due on that, and that will be the permanent building up in Charlesland. So essentially where Cairn Homes are building their development, it'll be between that, the new development, and the current creche that's there.
Right, and I suppose names have been taken already for starting in September.
Yeah. The enrolment process is done, so the children are ready to come in. So,
and the new pupils, where will they be come September?
The new pupils will be going into the existing porta cabins. They will be home there, so it'll be the older children that where we'll have to find a temporary solution for them. But I am confident that the department is working on it at the moment, and as are the KWETB or the patrons. So I'm confident that a solution will happen.
Very good. Jennifer Whitmore, Chair of the Board of the Greystones National, or the Greystones Community National School. Thanks very much indeed. Good morning to you.
Thanks, Declan.
Thanks, Jennifer. Good morning to you. Right then, 087 77 11 103 is our number. We're going to hear from women in business in the county and how they deal with social media to expand what they do. We have our Leopardstown competition, Bulmers Live at Leopardstown, and the Stunning are the band that's playing. Of course, you'll have 4 tickets to go off there and enjoy yourself. 4 tickets to get you in, get you the